Okay, I felt like I did a very bad job explaining my toolbox tour earlier, and I could have done much better. But anyway, this is a Macsimizer, 75 inches long, 30 inches deep, custom build. On the front, you'll see that there's a power bank. Normally, on the older models, you don't see the Macsimizer has a power bank there. The top drawers are from one end to the other. Normally, you don't see that on the Maximizers. They cut off about 3/4. There's an extra drawer in the center. Because you get standard padding with custom builds, you have to actually wait for some of the padding to come in sometimes, so they're actually sending another center pad. And then on the right side, there's 3 extra drawers that don't have pads that the dealer's actually getting me the 3 pads for as well. Just kind of going through, showing you some of the basic tools that up top I have that I use every single day. Up here, I took my old Husky Hutch and threw it at the top. Some people were saying get out of that old $750 Husky box and get you something that's going to be reputable, that you can actually put some tools in, and that's definitely the Mac Top Dog Maximizer right there. It's strong. This thing is just amazing. So I took the top Hutch from the Husky and put it on top because it has double power banks, where the Maximizer has a single on the front. So for right now, until I get another top for the Maximizer, we're just going to leave it there. And then I'm going to take that lower box to my hobby shop. We'll just call it the hobby shop. And then right here you see a kind of half-inch drive stuff. And then there's one of the empty drawers that don't have padding yet. There's another one, and here's the third one. So you pay a little bit more when you customize stuff, for sure. You know, if you just get standard build stuff and you don't have a problem with it, there's no issue there. This is a set of Torx Plus inverted and standard Torx Plus sockets that I use on the Mustangs and the F-150s. Here is the inverted ones, female type. And then on the other side here, you're going to see male type. They have wider ridges to them, so they're not the standard Torx. That's why they call them Torx Plus. And then just plastic tool cases galore. Hydraulic brake line making tools, oxygen sensor cases, suspension type pullers and stuff. Again, that drawer that I'm waiting on a liner to show up for. Just a bunch of tools or pliers and stuff. I got more at the other end of the shop by the diesel engine that I'm tearing apart. This is like my torque wrench, my pry bars, my electrical stuff that I use often, so I moved that closer up to the top. Just trying to organize this, and I'm sure there's some 3/8 stuff. I got a lot more down at the other end. A lot of standard wrenches that I just don't use. They're cheap. Some of them are name brand, some of them are not name brand. These are all the cheap ones. And then down here's my metric stuff that I use every single day. Some name brand, some not name brand as well. And then I have all my expensive wrenches down at that diesel engine, or some of my ratcheting wrench kits and stuff as well down there. I don't have cases for these, so I just find a drawer and throw them in. They're old school CP hard hitting air hammer, and then there's like a ball joint suspension chisel kit that you can actually put over the end of like threaded areas. There's my fluke meter, my power probe. What was that? The ball joint remover tool down there, hub tamer in the bottom of that. Some of my more empty drawers here. I'm trying to keep my electric stuff in here, and then some of my power tools in here. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this drawer yet. I've still got some cleaning to do. Get like the abrasive stuff, the wire wheels and things like that. Get their own drawer for it. Here's some of my Irwin extractors that I'm pulling out of here. It's actually nerve-wracking trying to move stuff around in toolboxes, because then you have to try to relearn everything. So, and then you don't know what you have. So you find stuff that you had misplaced before that you didn't even have organized to begin with, and then you just think about how much time has this actually cost me not being organized from the very beginning. It's nice knowing where everything goes, where everything's at. And I was doing a very, very poor job out of that smaller box, and then my dealer actually, he made all that 10 times easier for me. I got a pretty good deal on all this stuff. This is the lower Husky box. I just use it as like a workstation, and That's my tough book I bought for my own personal use. Downloaded like 4Scan, IDS, FDRS, and then just random fuel line tools there, stethoscope and stuff there, drum brake tools, adjustment tools. I don't even remember what all I still have in these boxes. While I'm here talking to you guys, I'm literally like arranging stuff as I'm finding out, because people were really wanting this video. They wanted a good toolbox tour, so I'm trying to do some of that, and then we'll do a final here in the next week or so after I get all the tools organized and put back in where they go, and then I'll try to get this toolbox out of here and taken to my hobby shop. That's going to be the new name for it, the hobby shop. The Panther Hobby Shop is what we'll call it, just for purposes of YouTube. Never even touched this. Don't even know where this came from, but we're just going to stick it up top because maybe I'll use it for something. Probably not, because I have my master Mac Torx and Allen set that I use for everything. I don't even touch the cheaper stuff anymore. Vacuum gauge, steel. I like this one. I think it's like a cheap OTC or something like that. I forget what the brand was, but it works. It works great. And clip puller tools. That's from Snap-on. I like that set. I actually really like that set. Most of my tools are all Mac for a reason. I like dealing with my Mac distributor. He's very kind. He always takes care of me. He always works through, situations. Maybe if something's super expensive, he's always there to help out and just be lenient and patient and help me get my tools that I need to do my job. Probably the nicest tool dealer that I've dealt with so far. A lot of the Snap-on guys I've dealt with, I'm not going to trash them or anything. I just haven't had very good experiences. Matco, a couple Matco dealers have been pretty kind to me so far. I don't see them anymore all that much. We have a new guy that shows up, but I don't do much dealing with him because I've built a relationship with Mac, and I just feel like that alone says something for itself. And I absolutely just love dealing with the guy. He's personable, always looks out for you, never tries to take advantage of you or anything like that. It's just an old junk card I got to get out of here and take to the hobby shop. Yeah, just some funnels, and like I said, I'm finding stuff as I'm going where things don't belong. So, and as I'm talking to you guys doing this voiceover, so you don't hear so much noise and stuff in the background, I'm actually finding things that I need to move to their prospective location. This is a really nice box. I can't believe how strong this box is. And when somebody earlier said that's a 7540 box or something like that, he said, when I looked up the specs for a 7540, maybe you guys can correct me, it looked like a 7540 was probably, it said 67 inches long, 27 inches deep. That's not what this box is. When you actually measure this box with a tape measure, it measures 75 inches long, 30 inches deep. I think this is more into from what I understand, the 8000 series category. It moves up into a heavier duty category. I don't know. I thought I heard my Mac dealer say something like 8810 or 88 something. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't matter, really. It's irrelevant. It's just I'm blessed, and thank you guys for supporting me and always being here. Y'all have a great weekend, and I love y'all.